one of the biggest BEE deals in South Africa's telecom sector, the Vodacom Group, and YeboYethu closing on a 16.4 billion rand BEE transaction last week. What does it mean? In the studio to explain is Verushca Pillay of Cliffe, Dekker. Thank you for coming through, Verushca.
Thank you.
So, it's a lot of money that we're talking about here, but it's also a lot of people. Just give the rationale for the deal.
Well, the original BEE transaction was done in 2008, so this is a culmination of a 10-year transaction, and also it's based on Vodacom's desire to, of course, increase their overall BEE shareholding. This transaction involves current BEE partners based on the 2008 transaction who are reinvesting in the group.
Is this their choice?
Yes, this is their choice.
It is their choice?
It is their choice.
Okay.
And it is also an investment into the broader Vodacom group, as opposed to the previous transaction, which was in South Africa.
Okay, so when you say the broader Vodacom group, you're including the assets that are held outside South Africa?
Correct, correct. That's right.
Okay. So, as I said, it's a lot of people that we're talking about. 85,000 black investors I'm seeing here, including 8,500 current and past employees. When you look at the previous deal, just perhaps remind us again, where did that deal end? Because we saw a lot of BEE deals that were done earlier,
yes,
going into the red and having to refinance. How did this one go?
Yes, so this one has been a successful one. It will result in the shareholders receiving value at the end of the transaction, which is in this period, and there will be a significant dividend declared that existing shareholders will benefit from.
You're saying it lightly, significant business declared. Please share with us the billions, because it's a lot of money we're talking about here.
Yes, no, and I stand to be corrected on the number, Godfrey.
Sure.
It's in the billions. So.
It is in the billions.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you know how much it is per share?
No, I don't know.
It's not off the top of your head?
Yes, it's not off the top of my head.
Okay, so the new deal that's coming in now, tell us how it's been structured again, because as I said, the first phase of BEE deals that we saw, there was a lot of learning that was had.
Yes.
Now, are we seeing an improvement? How are you guys structuring this one?
This is firstly a combination from a financing perspective. It's a combination of debt funding and vendor funding by Vodacom. The funding has been provided at significant benefit to the parties. In addition, the YeboYethu being a listed company, listed on the BEE segment, allows for the BEE shareholders to actually trade their shares freely from, so they are the concept of a lock-in, as you might have seen in prior deals, it does not exist in this context, because shareholders will be able to trade their shares as and when they desire within the YeboYethu framework. There is also significant shareholding allocated towards employees through a new trust vehicle, and it really is a broad-based shareholding structure. Yeah,
I just found that number for the size of the dividend.
Yes.
It looks here, it's a special dividend, 3.26 billion rand.
Yes.
That's going to be paid. Absolutely one of the biggest. And the involvement of the workers. I've always argued it doesn't make sense for companies to be going out, trotting outside and looking for outside shareholders when you've got the very first people, one, who make the business tick, and secondly, who fit the category of people that should be helped. From your guys' perspective, is this something that is welcome by all workers? Because we're also talking to people, you get the sense people would rather be paid money than have shares that they hold in perpetuity, and then, you know, sometimes it goes under.
Yeah, no, sure. It certainly does seem, as we understand it, to be well received from within the employee segment at Vodacom.
Yeah.
I think there's also it's fairly favorable to the employees. It's been funded by Vodacom, and the employees will ultimately receive shares in the YeboYethu vehicle. Again, and through the time until they receive the shares, they will receive dividends as and when those are declared by
Yeah, you're making me wish I was a Vodacom employee. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Verushca Pillay, she is from Cliffe, Dekker. Thank you for coming in and chatting to us.